Okay, I'm walking on the path and the zebras are so close, but they don't care that I'm here. They're just super chill, just watching me, but they're all just hanging out. This is absolutely amazing. So that's on this side, and then behind me I'll move really quiet.
Hello and welcome to Kenya, one of Africa's major tourist hubs. Today we will backpack through the colonial city of Mombasa, explore the bustling capital city of Nairobi, and finally take advantage of a Kenyan safari. We begin today's video in Mombasa.
Mombasa. I feel like it's kind of similar to some older Indian towns that I've been to for some reason. Like a mix between like India, maybe some Portugal, maybe a little bit of Kenya, and maybe just a little bit of everything thrown in here. It's so cool, so diverse.
Mombasa is one of the most authentic old towns I've ever seen, as it remains very rustic and is vastly unrenovated. To me, this gives it a very historic feel, and it's one of the few old towns where one can truly observe local culture and lifestyle. Mombasa is an Islamic city in a predominantly Christian nation and hosts a population of over 1 million people. It stands as Kenya's oldest city and has been fought over by the Arabs, the Persians, the Portuguese, and the Turks. Britain had also colonized it for over 70 years, ending its rule in 1963. This fortress, called Fort Jesus, remains the city's most popular tourist attraction.
Now, I said this place kind of reminds me of India because in India there's this town called Jaisalmer, close to the desert, and all the buildings are just like this, just kind of golden yellow. So walking through here, it's just, yeah, it feels just like that city, which is really cool because that was my favorite city in all of India. Different part of the city, completely different feel from before. This feels more like Tunisia or Morocco or something, and everything's just like white and blue, super Islamic and everything. So this place is just so different from anywhere else in the city.
This predominantly white and blue section of the city certainly feels more like a northern African city rather than an East African one. The Arab architect gives a very exotic feel and is just as interesting to explore as the Old Town section. Watching locals go about day-to-day activities is a great pastime, but there are also a lot of cool alleyways and markets to explore. It would almost be impossible to be bored here.
It's so congested, so much traffic, so many stalls, so many people. This place is just absolutely crazy. It's just like India.
After a full day exploring the city, it was time to head back to the hostel via tuk-tuk. Our driver was very friendly, but wasn't exactly a great driver, as evident here.
And last but not least, if you ever find yourself in Mombasa, you've got to come check out their beach.
To be honest, the local beach isn't that great, but there are nicer ones within a day's trip away if you feel like going. For me, it was just a relaxing place to visit after experiencing the hectic city center and an enjoyable way to end our trip here in Mombasa.
The junction area. Please do not leave your luggage at the entrance door. On the aisle,
in the second part of our video, we find ourselves heading to Kenya's bustling capital, Nairobi, one of the most popular cities in all of Africa. Nairobi is one of the most developed cities in all of Africa and acts as one of the financial and business hubs for the entire continent. Many safari-seeking tourists start their journey here, as it's well connected to some of the greatest national parks in all of Africa.
This is by far the best place to be in the entire city, the KICC building. The view is just outstanding from here, so if you're ever in the city, this is where you gotta come.
Seeing Nairobi from this point is bound to help destroy some of the negative stereotypes that plague all of Africa. This is the Africa that is much too hidden in Western media. We then climbed back down and headed to the city market.
So I've stumbled upon the city market and it's absolutely amazing here. There's so many handcrafts of everything. Just bought a cool necklace and yeah, there's a lot to check out here, so let's go see what's up here.
Nairobi has some of the best markets for tourists in all of Africa. Although they are selling the same African-styled masks, bracelets, and paintings that are found throughout the continent, the quality, quantity, diversity, and atmosphere all seem to be much better here. Be prepared to be hassled by sellers from entry to exit, as you'll be seen as walking money signs. Make sure you barter for everything and don't get ripped off. If you feel like they are price gouging you, then just say no and walk away. They are bound to turn around and give you a better price. We will now leave Nairobi, where we are finally off to see some animals via a biking and walking safari between Hell's Gate National Park and Crescent Island Park.
Good morning from Naivasha, Kenya. We are going to Hell's Gate Safari National Park. It was piss pouring rain this morning, but I'm going anyway, so wish me luck. I got off at the wrong stop, so now I have to backtrack a little bit, but that's cool because I get to spend some time in this little community and see these cows here, so no problem. Alright, so I just entered the park and it's already very, very beautiful. So bad news, the gorge part is actually closed, which is a shame because that's where the inspiration for the Lion King scene was shot, where Simba's dad falls. But it's supposed to be really beautiful, but it's closed, I think, because it's been raining. But whatever, we'll just mosey on and see what we can find here anyways.
Before we get to the animals, let's take a quick second to acknowledge the park's beautiful nature. Even without the animals, these parks would be well worth a visit. I didn't take many videos of the animals as the quality was poor, but here are a few clips that I did take.
Okay, I'm walking on the path and the zebras are so close, but they don't care that I'm here. They're just super chill, just watching me, but they're all just hanging out. This is absolutely amazing. So that's on this side, and then behind me I'll move really quietly and slowly. There's a bunch there as well. Alright, I'm afraid I've got to go now. The park's gonna close in about 20 minutes. I've got to reach the end, but come with me as I peacefully walk along these beautiful zebras and say goodbye to them. Oh, that one's sleepy. Crazy. They're so close, and then there's 3 more right here. Yeah. Goodbye, zebras. Thank you for the cool experience. Bye-bye, zebra.